I seen the Elitist and Wrestling with Heat do the current top 5 favourite wrestlers video, so I thought I'd do mine. May as well. Just a quick video to do. So, they're mainly all, it's just going to be WWE really. So, number 5, I've got Montez Ford. Montez Ford can be, some people might think is annoying. I know my friend Foxy does, but I think he has more charisma than, you know, there's always been talk of pushing a black champion. And right now, people were thinking that was going to be Bobby Lashley. Well, Montez Ford has more charisma than Bobby Lashley, the New Day. Maybe even Booker T if given the chance. In the main event scene, and I just think he's athletic enough to produce great matches. I think he'd be a better champion than Kofi, whose reign I thought flopped. His and Rollins' reigns, I was happy when they both won the belts last year, but both reigns were bad. I knew Kofi's would flop. And Rollins is, as everyone knows, was bad. So, still better than Brock not showing up. So Montez Ford at number 5 anyway. Number 4, I've got Austin Theory. Austin Theory is a former Evolve guy, WWN champion. He's got a great physique, kind of like a young Randy Orton. And I think if he was pushed in the main event scene along with the likes of Montez Ford, that's great athleticism. Montez Ford would be the goofy side of the feud, but he can get serious too in the ring. And Austin Theory is the young, moulded champion that Triple H had with Randy Orton in Evolution, that type. So Austin Theory, I believe, should be pushed going forward. So he's number 4. Number 3, I've got Akira Tozawa. Tozawa's probably one of the most enjoyable wrestlers to watch of the last decade for me. If you've not seen his work in PWG with Kevin Steen, the Nightmare Violence connection when they were tag teaming, and the match with Chris Hero at Bowler 2010, that was one of the matches of the last decade. And at the minute, I don't care for that ninja stuff that's just happened since Bruce Pritchard has took over. That looks like a load of crap. I didn't watch Backlash, but I was happy to see Tozawa was getting some match time on Raw during this pandemic, and he had a match with Austin Theory, and just he's never going to get pushed in WWE because of his size, but he's very entertaining and an amazing wrestler. So he's number 3, current favourite wrestler. Number 2, I've got Keith Lee. After watching the Elitist's top 5 current favourite wrestlers, I know he likes Keith Lee as well. This is another guy. I feel like it's the Evolve era right now, the promotion Evolve, because I'd pushed the likes of Keith Lee and Austin Theory, who made the names in Evolve the last few years. The guys that should be pushed now. I believe Montez Ford appeared in Evolve and had a match last year as well. It should be all about those guys. And shout out to Shotzi Blackheart. She was also in Evolve, made the name there, and she's doing good things in NXT along with Tegan Knox. But Keith Lee, just amazing for his size. He's pretty charismatic. I still think Keith Lee and Chris Jericho is a dream match that I'd love to see. When Jericho had the belt, I would have loved to see AEW champion Jericho v Keith Lee in a Worlds Collide type match when I've done a video on NXT and AEW. So Keith Lee can just, if I had to describe him to someone, I'd say he's basically Mark Henry but can do moonsaults. So, that gets someone's interest going if you just tell them that. So Keith Lee should be pushed going forward. And number 1, it's that guy, best in the nomination for best wrestler of last decade and the decade before that, and he's still for me the best wrestler this year, and that's Bryan Danielson, aka Daniel Bryan. Still phenomenal. Daniel Bryan for me still been the best wrestler this year. My favourite match of the year is still that strap match he had with The Fiend at the Rumble. I've not watched the Edge Orton match, but I've seen highlights at the end when they're hitting finishes of guys like Triple H and The Rock. But for me, that's still match of the year. And I know he had another great match on SmackDown, which I also haven't seen, but Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles is always great, so I know what that match is like. But yeah, just probably the two matches of the year for me. I have to check out that AJ Styles match on SmackDown with Bryan, but going from the matches in Ring of Honor, PWG, I already know how good that is, and when they've met in WWE before. So yeah, Daniel Bryan's still my number one favourite wrestler right now.